What distinguishes those who fail and never try again from those who fail, dust themselves off and bounce back stronger than ever? The answer lies in resilience, a powerful force that fuels our ability to turn setbacks into comebacks. It's the grit that transforms our failures into stepping stones towards success, the courage that helps us face adversity head-on. Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving amidst challenges. Today we're sharing stories of individuals who turned their failures into triumphs. Ready to dive in? Ever heard of Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb? But did you know he failed 1,000 times before he successfully invented it? Thomas Alva Edison, one of the most prolific inventors of all time, wasn't always successful. In fact, his journey was riddled with failures. His quest to invent the electric light bulb was a path strewn with more than 1,000 unsuccessful attempts. Yet he didn't let these setbacks deter him. He pressed on, relentlessly, in his pursuit of innovation. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Rather than viewing these attempts as failures, Edison saw them as opportunities to learn, to refine, and to grow. Each misstep took him closer to his eventual success, illuminating the world in a way that had never been done before. Edison's story teaches us that failure is not the end, but rather a means to discover what doesn't work. From living on state benefits to becoming the world's first billionaire author, J.K. Rowling's journey is nothing short of magical. Born in the small town of Yate, England, Joanne Rowling had always dreamt of becoming a writer. The idea for Harry Potter occurred to her on a train ride, and she began jotting down her thoughts on scraps of paper. However, life threw her a series of curveballs. She found herself as a single mother on welfare, battling depression and facing the loss of her mother. Despite these hardships, Rowling never let go of her dream. She spent several years writing the first Harry Potter book, often in cafes while her daughter slept next to her. But the road to publishing was far from smooth. Her manuscript was rejected by not one, not two, but 12 publishers. Yet she persisted. J.K. Rowling held on to the belief in her story and her characters. She continued to knock on the doors of publishers until finally Bloomsbury, a small London publisher, gave her a chance. And the rest, as they say, is history. The Harry Potter series has since sold over 450 million copies worldwide, and Rowling's life has dramatically changed. From a state of poverty, she rose to become one of the most successful and influential authors of our time. Rowling's story serves as a reminder that sometimes the biggest successes come after the most devastating failures. Resilience, determination, and the courage to continue in the face of failure. These are the common threads in these stories. As we wrap up our journey into the lives of Thomas Edison and J.K. Rowling, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points from their stories. Both of these individuals had the courage to keep going, no matter the obstacles they faced. They understood that failure was not a final destination, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. Edison, the brilliant inventor, didn't let 1,000 unsuccessful attempts discourage him. Instead, he viewed each failed attempt as a lesson, bringing him one step closer to his goal. His light bulb invention wasn't the product of a single flash of genius, but of relentless persistence and resilience in the face of constant failure. And then we have J.K. Rowling, a woman who rose from the ashes of personal and professional setbacks to create one of the most beloved book series in history. Despite multiple rejections and hardships, she held on to her dream and never gave up. Her story teaches us that often our greatest successes are birthed from our most challenging failures. These stories underscore the importance of resilience. They remind us that it's not the absence of failure that defines success, but our response to it. It's about viewing failure as a learning opportunity, as a chance to grow and improve. This perspective shift can make all the difference. The power of persistence cannot be understated. It's about picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and trying again and again and again. Because every time you stand up after a fall, you're one step closer to achieving your goals. Let's carry these lessons with us as we navigate our own paths. Let's remember that failure is not the end, but rather a part of the process. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. Remember, it's not about how many times you fail, but how many times you're willing to stand up and try again. In the face of failure, be resilient.